We will get started. Let me see. Okay, so my first question for you, Katie, is what made you decide to invest in coaching and working with me out of all the, coaches, creators, and information out there?
Um, well, I do feel like a huge part of it was that we had like an established like friendship outside
Yeah.
of this, but then also the fact that I've followed you on social media for so long and I've seen the success that you and Excel have had for years now. And I've always been very intrigued by it, but I was always nervous to make that jump myself. And so I think, I don't know, I chose to go with you because of the confidence that you have in not only yourself, but in your process and in the people that you do coach. Like you
Mhm.
have so much confidence in each and every one of us that like it's hard not to feel that way about yourself when we're working with you. So,
Yeah. Okay. I love that. That is perfect. As far as, your mindset shift from saying, "Hey, this isn't for me, imposter syndrome, can I really do this?" What would you say was the biggest mindset shift or breakthrough that you had during the coaching process or even leading up to, "Hey, can I do this? Should I do this?"
yeah.
before getting started?
um, I would say jumping on the one-on-one call with you, I was like still very much like nervous, not sure about it. We talked about it. Um, and I don't know, you just like your confidence just like radiates to the people around you. And so I was like, oh, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. And so I did it. And then jumping off the call, I was like, oh shoot, did I just mess up? But I took everything you said to heart and you were like, this is what I need from you to get you started. And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna jump in. I'm gonna do this. So I busted out all four of those videos to get on platforms and booked my first job within 72 hours. And I think that was where like the big switch started happening for me was I was like, whoa, like I wouldn't like maybe this isn't the best way to explain it, but like it's kind of like an instant gratification kind of thing where like
Yeah.
you bust your butt and like all of a sudden you see success and like you see the rewards of your efforts. And that was like really crazy for me. I will say I did still struggle with like some imposter syndrome here and there, but now that I'm creating regularly and booking jobs regularly and getting paid regularly, I'm just like, oh, like why was I scared?
Yeah.
So I think, but I do think like the biggest mind change for me was to see how quickly I could find success at this, that I could be good at this. And
Mhm.
you knew that from the beginning. And so being able to like get into that mindset that you were in, I think that was the big change for me.
I
So
love that. Okay. Obviously, I have the confidence in myself in the process, but you guys are the ones that will actually take the content and plug it in and actually do the work. So it's cool to see how much success you've had in such a small period of time and
yes.
how, I mean, it's only up from there as you continue to work with these brands and get more opportunities. But at the same time, you know, shoot higher end quality content, being able to turn in content quickly because you are doing this full time. It's just cool to see how it can provide additional flexibility to your everyday life. So I love to hear that. Um,
Yes.
my next question is, can you share one of your biggest wins since joining the community, the one-on-one, whether it's earned income, whether it's brand deals that you've landed, or even just like confidence that you've gained as an individual or as a creator?
Um, I think my biggest win would probably, I mean, there's been a lot, but I would say my biggest one would probably have to be the amount of money I've made in just the past 90 days has given me the confidence to take control of my life. It gave me the ability and the confidence to say, okay, I'm going to quit my 9 to 5 and I'm going to go to work full time and do this full time. And I don't know, it's helped me feel more invested in my content creation. It's helped me feel more present when I'm applying for jobs, when I'm creating. It just it helps me feel like I'm actually creating content that the brands are going to love the first time around.
Yeah,
And that I'll have the opportunity to have more recurring projects with brands, if that makes sense.
let's go.
But
Okay, I love that. No, that's honestly perfect. I mean, obviously, working with me 90 days, going through my process, being in the school community has been huge for you, and it not only allowed you to earn that income and take, control of your own schedule, 9 to 5, 7 day work week. But that leads me into my next question. As far as money, how much money have you made from UGC, and what did you feel like getting paid for content? Um, I guess let me rephrase that. How much have you made with UGC up until this point, and what would you say you've been able to do to consistently find um, daily opportunities? I guess you said you're waking up to
Mhm.
multiple jobs hired every single day.
Yeah. So honestly, okay. Well, I guess to answer your first question, as of right now, without everything being paid out in full, but everything that I have on the docket right now, I'm sitting at about $4,800 in the last 90 days.
Okay.
So feeling pretty good. But I also have some that are in talks right now for some pretty large number payments. So
Okay.
feeling
Sweet.
good.
I love that.
Yes. But I would say honestly, my biggest thing that I feel like I found the most success in is I just apply for everything that A, I think is worth my time, and B, that I would feel comfortable and willing to shoot for. So,
Yeah.
like, obviously, there's some listed that I'm like, I either don't fit the description or things that I'm just like, I don't feel comfortable shooting for that. But majority of the time, I'm applying for literally everything. Um, and I don't know, I'm waking up to 2 to 3 jobs a day. So something I'm doing is working, but and then also just like getting on more platforms, like taking more time to get on more platforms and like to create my portfolio in a way that feels like it best represents me and will be impressive to brands and things of that sort. So
Okay.
just like really investing my time in me.
Yeah.
So
What would you say your day to day looks like now that you're doing content full time? Is it, you wake up at 8 and you're applying for jobs and you're shooting jobs and you're editing jobs, and how much of your day does content consume?
genuinely not a lot. I wake up and I take my dog for a walk. I have breakfast. Like I take a slow morning so that I feel like I can be more successful throughout the day. Like I set myself up for success throughout the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Um, but I would say I spend like an hour on school, interacting on school, seeing what everyone else is applying on, the jobs that other people are getting, and kind of pulling from that for ideas. I spend a little bit of time applying for jobs every day. And then if I do have jobs to create, I typically do it in the afternoon because I find in my household that's when the lighting is the best.
Hmm.
And so I will shoot and then edit. And I mean, the other day I shot, edited, and submitted a job within 45 minutes. So it's not hard once you get out of the perfectionist mindset.
Yeah.
But yeah, I it genuinely it doesn't take a ton of my day if I don't want it to. But there are some days where I definitely dedicate more time to it because I know that I have the time, so why not dedicate it to it?
Yeah.
And then I'll see more results, if that makes sense. So
Okay. I love that. Second to last question here. What would you say to someone who's interested in UGC but feels like they don't have enough followers, experience, or confidence to start?
do it. Just do it. Like honestly, I don't care how many followers you have, neither do the brands. And honestly, do the one-on-one coaching because I felt like I was completely unqualified. I did the coaching with you, and within 2 days was booking a job, and I am now doing it full time because I am qualified. I do have what it takes. I just needed someone to show me that and to give me the nudge in the right direction and pointers on how best to go in that direction. So I would honestly say just do it and get a coach. Get Brenton as your coach.
I appreciate that. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of information out there. I think, a lot of people try to utilize artificial intelligence, but at the same time, try to look at ways like, oh, if I watch enough YouTube shorts or Instagram reels or TikTok videos and figure it out on my own. Not saying that you can't, but if there's a way that you can fast track your success with content, I definitely think it comes down to being, coached by someone who's currently doing it or has done it. And so that's just my last question. What would you say has been the biggest win for you as a creator working directly with me, or what have I been able to provide to you or give to you from, a content coach and a content student to allow you to elevate your content and, be able to do this full time?
Yeah, I would honestly say, I mean, I've mentioned a few things throughout this call multiple times, and I will repeat myself till the end. You have incredible confidence, and that rubs off on people. That is something that other people pick up on, and it helps. It rubs off on us, and it gives us the confidence that we need to produce and to be able to create in a way that feels authentic to us, but also with your pointers, it helps us create things that brands will actually receive well and be able to use moving forward. Um, I don't know. I would say my biggest wins from working with you have been I booked within 2 days my first job, and that felt insane to me. B, you are available at all times, like, or you strive to be, right? And so,
Yeah.
like, if I need input on something, you're always willing to answer my question as soon as possible. When I was just starting out, I was sending you things for your advice, and you would immediately FaceTime me and give me pointers and help me fix it so that I could get this process moving along faster. And I genuinely think that my success in being able to quit my 9 to 5 and do content creation full time is because of that. Like, I was able to get on the right platforms, apply for the right jobs, have good videos in my portfolio to help me get jobs.
Yeah.
Like, I think it really just genuinely working. Yes, like you said, you can use AI, you can look at other people's Instagrams. And honestly, I still do that. I still do that for ideas to, like, hone in my creative eye and be like, oh, I liked that they did that. I might do that too, because that feels
Hmm.
authentic to me. But genuinely, there is no better way to streamline the process of content creation and seeing results than working with a coach one on one. So,
Perfect. I love that. Would you say that there's anything that you are going to do over the next little bit as a content creator, whether that's the next 6 months, the next 2 years? Obviously, everyone's timeline is a little bit different as to how long they're going to shoot content, what they'd like to get from content. What are some of your goals moving forward? Because I think we have maybe 3 or 4 calls left with our one-on-one coaching, and then I'm going to allow you to just run with it. What are some of your goals as far as being a content creator and, monetizing yourself, your creativity, your personality on socials?
yeah, I mean, one of my big goals is just like really getting my portfolio to a place that I feel very confident about, that I can start doing more outreach.
Hmm.
Because I would love the opportunity to have more retainer jobs, um, and just more partnerships in that regard. Another goal I have is to definitely build up my TikTok since I didn't have one before I started this. I do know that a lot of people have a lot of success on TikTok, TikTok Shop, things like that. So
Yeah.
that's one of those things that I'm definitely intrigued by and would love an opportunity to work in that direction as well. But ultimately, I just want to keep rolling, just keep making that money and keep finding success and keep bringing people into this community because it worked for me and it's completely and totally changed my life and for the best. And
Yeah.
I like, why wouldn't we want that for other people? So,
I
yeah.
love that. Okay. Well, I love to see the success that you've had, that you're having currently, and are going to continue to have. And yeah, at the end of the day, I think, like you said it perfectly. If you find success with something similar to this community content, then why not share it with everyone and let people go do, make big life decisions, or, use the opportunity that income that comes from content can provide for people. So I love to see the wins that you've had. And yeah, I appreciate you jumping on and just sharing kind of your experience and working with me and being a part of this community.
Yeah, of course. Happy to be here. So, thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, of course.